In this section of the Independent Living Community module, we will be discussing senior co-housing. Senior co-housing is quite interesting as individuals or couples typically reside in private homes, condos, or apartments. These can be pre-existing structures or brand new builds. If you want information on brand new builds, please see the video below. It is an interview with Charles Durrett, who wrote the book on senior co-housing, and he is also an architect that has been developing senior co-housing throughout the United States. But for this section, we are just going to speak in general about senior co-housing. Senior co-housing is a lot like a 55 and over community and independent living community. There are a few differences. All the different types of independent living environments do allow for that senior to have their own living quarters while also benefiting from a communal area where they can socialize, share a meal, and participate in group activities. All the different environments foster a sense of community and independence. But the main difference between a senior co-housing community and the other two, 55 and over and independent community, is that the owner or tenant plays an integral part of how the community is run. If they're starting from the ground floor and going to build a senior co-housing community, everybody's input is taken into consideration during the community design phase. But here are the main features really of a senior co-housing community. Community design. Senior co-housing living environments are often designed with that specific older individual in mind. They may be independent when they first move in, but usually the goal of that individual is to age in place. So all of the living environments are designed to include features such as single-story living environments, wheelchair accessibility, and within community, there are usually shared amenities like a garden, community center, and fitness facilities. But really the beauty of a senior co-housing is that they can be anything the tenant and owner design. So for example, with the interview with Charles Durrett, he mentioned that he built a community that had a full communal center that had 3 extra bedrooms for visitors and also a whole caregiving center to where that caregiver can move in and take care of different residents as they age in place. Shared decision making. This is really what differentiates a senior co-housing environment versus a 55 and over community and a true independent living community. Residents participate in the decision making regarding communal activities, rules, and governance. So in a 55 and over community, you have an HOA or an association board. In an independent living community, you have the rules and regulations of the company that's involved or in charge. Here in the senior co-housing environment, though, the tenants and the owners make the rules and govern themselves. This participatory approach allows residents to have a say in how their community and their home is run, and it really fosters a sense of ownership and belonging. It really drives home that we all have to work together and communicate effectively amongst each other. It's a non-hierarchical structure, which means there is no set individuals in charge, but everybody has a say. I really want to drive home the fact that this is the ultimate difference between a senior co-housing community versus the 55 and over and an independent living community. Social interaction. Even though within a senior co-housing environment, you have your own private space, the main benefit is the social interaction with your neighbors or roommates or housemates. Residents often organize group activities, meals, and events. This is all done collaboratively with the members in mind. By doing so, this creates a real supportive and vibrant community environment. This is often one of the main reasons seniors decide to move in. They're able to get to know their neighbor, rely on their neighbor, and really become part of a community, as opposed to being by themselves in their previous living environment. Independent living. Senior co-housing is one of the independent living environments that people are drawn to. As each individual couple has their own living space, this really provides a sense of autonomy while really being part of a community. Here in America, we really appreciate our independence Here within the senior co-housing environment, it really continues that way of thinking. Each resident has their own individual space, yet here they feel more supportive by having their neighbor, their community, their housemate close by. Supportive environment. Senior co-housing communities may offer some support services that are tailored to the needs of the individuals that are living within the community or house. These services may include transportation assistance, home maintenance, and access to healthcare resources. But take in mind, all of these have to be agreed upon by the different owners and or tenants of the community. So they're going to vary from place to place and of course from size to size. A single individual house is going to have different services as opposed to a larger newly built community. But really, when we talk about supportive environment, we talk about emotional support, such as co-care, co-healing, and friendship, and of course, community. Loneliness is pervasive here in the United States, and so having that ability to lean upon your neighbor and your community or your housemate means everything within these senior co-housing environments. Economic benefits. Senior co-housing really has that economic benefit as opposed to an individual living by themselves. The community has shared expenses for maintenance, common facilities, and sometimes bulk utilities like cable, internet, and water and trash. By sharing these expenses, this can help make the senior co-housing more affordable. If you're looking to start from the ground floor, there are going to be some upfront expenses. From the interview with Charles Durrett, he mentioned you need to at least bring in 20% down to start the process. But new home build is just one element of senior co-housing. As we learn, there are many options to what a senior co-housing environment could look like. In summary, senior co-housing is often seen as an attractive option for older adults who value social connections, community involvement, and a sense of belonging in their living environment. These communities can provide a supportive and enriching lifestyle for seniors looking to age in place with independence and dignity. But of course, the choice of the senior living environment depends on factors such as health needs, preferences, and lifestyle. It's really essential for seniors and their families to carefully consider these factors when making decisions about housing options for older adults.